Oh, my circadian clock is like I go to sleep about 3:30 in the morning or 4, and I wake up at about 11 in the morning. That's my sleep. That's the way I like to sleep. I don't stay up till the sun comes up. No, I don't do that. But so I'm really hooked on the Spotify thing. I found a lot of really good music on there. God damn motherfucking wind. I cussed. Oh no, call the police. Good morning. It's still morning where I am. Hello, who you are. I'm going to play guitar this afternoon. Just waiting to, yeah, I'm waiting to get paid. So, I'm going to go check this place out in Cape. Well, it's actually exactly 9 miles to the foot from where I work. So, I'll be doing 18 miles a day on a bike and working. When I was a bike messenger, I did calculate 1 week, and I think I rode like an average of 35 miles a day. So 35 miles a day times 7 or times 6. Fuck that! Make me work on a Saturday. You can shove that right in your pipe and smoke it. I mean, there was work on Saturdays for bike couriers, but the bike messenger thing is, as far as I know, in Washington, D.C., it's dead. That business is gone. You know, haven't been paying attention to what's been happening with the COOF, but evidently they're really ramping it up, and the fear mongering has gone into double down, triple down, 4 down, and there is no escaping the fear factor. So it looks like a lot of people are going along with this. I get a taste of it when I go into Publix down here. I think that's my contact with how the general population is being treated by the mainstream media. Muzzles. I mean, everybody's wearing their fashion statement on their face. You got camis, you got the ones that are the ones that look like duck bills, and you got the other ones that look like bra cups, and they got ones that got, like, you know, the flag on them and all that stuff. And yeah, it's pretty funny. It's not funny. Let's make it all into a marketing thing, you know. Let's make it stylistic. You know, Vogue could have like a runway model thing for muzzles. I mean, the model is going to come out, male or female. If the thing on the face is the center of attention, what do they wear on their bodies? I guess they just wear like just a straight black jumpsuit, just not even a flight, not like a military jumpsuit, but like an aerobics in bondage kind of thing. You know, they'd wear just some plain black tunic and just walk out, and they would model these facial appliances. You know, you can imagine Vogue or Elle magazine. That really hurts the lipstick industry, man. What about all them people? They need to make money. See? See, one of these days, you're gonna come to one of my streams, and I'm gonna be playing guitar, and you're gonna miss it, cause it doesn't matter. But I get so tired of waiting to get paid on direct deposit. drives me bonkers, man. I'm losing my bearings here. I need my money. I need to fucking move. You know. So where I'm going to be living is right next door to a drunk tank. Well, I call it a drunk tank. It's a bar that's really old. It's been there since the port's been there. It's a place where, I guess, where initially where people who were on ships, people who worked on ships and stuff used to go. But now, all the maintenance alcoholics live there. My apartment will be in the back of the parking lot. I'll set up some, set up some tripwires and a couple of homemade things, some nails and bits of concrete, and somebody come close to my door. Boom! Oh, I'm sorry. See the sign? It says, no trespassing. No, but freedom is a good thing. I think you should have the right to mess your life up. Learn from your mistakes. Damn, the clouds are really way out there in the ocean. It's really, really windy today. I guess you can tell. See, I like talking to myself. Blah, 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 I'm talking to myself. I found this record I used to listen to in the early 80s called Individual Choice. It's by John Ponte. He's a violinist. And Alan Holdsworth plays on 2 tracks on that album. And boy, God, it's some beautiful stuff. There's a cut called Blade Runner Blues that I have like a playlist of just it's instrumental music to ride to, and I'll be coasting down the street here at 10 o'clock at night or something, and it's not heavy metal music. This music is ethereal. It's ambient, and there's a lot of stuff. Oh, hey there, show me Sasquatch. I don't know. Blade Runner has had music in it by Vangelis. It's pretty neat stuff. And the other night I was talking about that song that the ending credits of the movie Twister. Ed Van Halen did the music with his brother Alex, and it's a pretty neat piece. But I think a lot of us have been stripped of our private music collection. If you had thousands of CDs, if you had records, if you still have those, hold on to them. Don't get rid of them things, man. Really? Okay. Frayed at both ends. That's me. I'm frayed at both ends. I don't know if those ends can be fixed. But, oh, that sucks. You sold your music for food. All right. Wow. That's the kind of a choice you have to make, I guess. Damn. I don't know. At work no, I had no choice, man. I understand. I could never part with a guitar. Yeah, it's happened to me. I don't know. I have more than I can count on one hand. Last stable life I had, Sass, was oh man, in DC in 2017, 2000, like beginning of 2019. For a couple of years, there's this old friend of mine who's a journalist. He was a journalist in Vietnam in the 60s, and he's an old journalist. He exposed some stuff about, alphabet agencies doing stuff, and 2011. I had a room down in his basement, and I was growing pot, and I had some plants. Took pictures and video. I put it up once. I don't know. It's somewhere on my. I was making. There's a video I have where I make. I make an omelet with some cannabis in it. That's 3.5, 4 years back. That was around that time. And they had a Vulcan stove, man. It was great. It was a gas stove, and it was on wheels in the kitchen. But you don't eat it. They didn't move it or nothing. But it was the kind of stove that belongs in a restaurant. They have them on wheels so that you can move them and clean behind them, But they have a gas line that's, So, yeah, I wanted to make a video about this, but I never did. I had like 10 plants. It was an Amsterdam diesel. I know it was a diesel. Where's my memory? It's from all that cannabis. And then I had a couple plants that I put on the other side of the basement. And I played for the couple plants. I played like Eminem, and I played like just a lot of rap music on this little Bluetooth speaker. And then the main thing, I played like, I don't know, Tchaikovsky, Mozart, and oh God, eating gummies. But anyway, the plants that I played classical music for, and I played some Frank Zappa for the plants. Woo! The buds were, it was really clear that the plants responded to the music. The plants that listened to the rap were really pathetic. They were uninspired. I should have made a video about that. Fuck. Anyway. And I had just as much. I used aerated soil and shit. PDF knows about this stuff. I put earthworms in there. But man, my friend's real sick, man. He's we're worried he might have pancreatic cancer. He was reading some article. Yeah, you said that. Yeah, I don't know. I pop in there once in a while. The other morning, they were talking about apple fritters, and I had an apple fritter and I chimed in and showed it, and they all flipped out. I was like, it's an apple fritter, man, you know. Yeah, well, I know my direction. I know my altimeter is in an upward direction, but I don't know. I think I've kind of, over the course of my life, I've been really abused by religious people. The crap beat out of me when I was a little boy by religious zealots. I had my mouth washed out with an bar of ivory soap for saying fuck. Was beaten with an inch of my life, sent to the hospital. These people, sometimes they scare the living crap out of me. Then again, there's the people that are downright evil, and either one, I can't mix with either one extreme. But I do believe that God has got gifts for us and ideas, and put us on this planet for a reason. I know that I was born to play music, not wash dishes. And I know that God sees the truth and waits. God sees the truth but waits. Well, I didn't drink, but I did cuss. I was listening to Cheech and Chong when I was in high school. But it was from my mom, because my mother was a jazz singer, so I mean I had access to musician culture, not rock star culture. I'm talking about jazz musicians, people who worked for a living, playing music, playing jazz is not easy. You're playing from if you're going to be playing Count Basie, you're going to be playing Green Dolphin Street, you're going to be playing some classic jazz, and you're going to be going and playing in a club at a dinner place. You have a jazz trio. You have piano, upright bass, and maybe a saxophone and a vocalist or a guitar. It's not like going to play a bar here for a rock and roll band. You got to know the charts. You got to know these tunes. And there's so many classic jazz tunes. Rock and roll is not evil. That's a marketing ploy. That's to get money from people who hate rock and roll. And their kids like rock and roll, so there's Frank Zappa was talking about a televangelist who would play records backwards and get results, get money sent in. Yeah, discernment. Oh, thanks for taking care of that thing. You are awesome, Show Me. Thank you very much. Yeah, see, parents that don't like their kids listening to rock and roll back then. It appealed to them when the televangelist is like saying, there's satanistic crap in this. There's Satan is in this music. And one of the best songs that they messed with was "Running with the Devil" by Van Halen. Now, listen, the title itself says, "Come on," okay? That's life in the fast lane, man. But the scale and the use of notes in the "Running with the Devil," when Eddie plays that melodic lead that he plays in certain sections of the song, is very happy. Okay? So it's like, oh, I thought that was very interesting of them. I'm a, Edward Van Halen. What can I say? I really, when I met him in 2014, I gave him a $50, an O Barber, a 1913 O Barber, $50 I'd had my whole life. And I've been carrying it around for years, you know, and he was at the Smithsonian. He was inducted into the Museum of American History for invention. And he reinvented guitar. I mean, he reinvented rock in late 70s, you know. I mean, he really... And this is a weird thing. Eruption was recorded October 6th, 1977, and he died on October 6th, 2020. That's some heavy shit. I think that the New World Order kind of, I don't know what, there's some things about there's a lot of truth. There's a lot of truth in all their lyrics. Their last album, A Different Kind of Truth, in 2012, has got some pretty interesting words in it. David Lee Roth, I look back on those Sammy Hagar, David Lee Roth people fighting who's better. That's water under the bridge, bro. It's water under the bridge. David Lee Roth put out a tune about a month ago for the victims in Kentucky from the tornadoes or those whatever happened, and it was about a plastic chair like this. Like it was this tune about one of these plastic back chairs, and part of the lyrics was about the plastic. But you know, David Lee Roth is an artisan with the words. He's really brilliant. He's a very smart, sharp man. I follow him on Twitter, and he tweets these drawings he does, these hand drawings. But he put out a video with him and Russ, his dog. Russ died, and I was watching this, and it's just black and white video of him walking around New York, and I just started crying. Man. I was just like, we've been able to see this incredible band go through all this stuff. Now the guitar player's gone, the writer, the spine, the nerve center of Van Halen, and you got the singer who's trying to do his thing still. I really love Klaus Meine. Also, there's a lot of old Scorpions on Spotify. Fly to the Rainbow. Ooh, that song. Oh my God. I got on my playlist, I got Blackout. I got all these Scorpions stuff, man. Yeah. Look up that David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth's on YouTube. He's got a channel. The Roth Show, I think it is. He just talks. He'll talk about old jazz clubs in New York, and he'll go on, because he, that's the thing about Van Halen. I have a lot to identify with Van Halen because my parents were jazz musicians, and Edward and Alex's dad played jazz, and the aesthetic of the art form of music was why Van Halen was so good. It's not just the technical prowess, but the fiber of the music was natural. And it came from a sincere place. There was nothing to hide. And there's a lot of lyrics. If you look at the last album, 2012, Different Kind of Truth, there's some interesting words on there that make you think. They're trying to tell you about doublespeak. They're trying to tell you about the truth in a way that they can get around it. Van Halen, Scorpions, Metallica, Monsters of Rock. Yeah, okay, I saw that in 1988. I went to see Monsters of Rock at RFK Stadium in D.C. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. But I don't ever want to go see Guns N' Roses again, man. They stunk. They are terrible. In my opinion, they are so awful, dude. But I guess they got their shit together because I saw a video of them playing. Wolfgang toured with them. Eddie Van Halen's kid, his band Mammoth, they toured with him. And February 28th, Mammoth is playing up in Panama City. And boy, I would love to go see Eddie's kid play. I would really like, his album's really good. I really like Wolfgang's music. Yeah. Sammy Hagar is awesome. You know, he contributed a lot to Van Halen. He really did. I mean, he made it a whole new band. Took him off into a new direction. I know. And I understand. And I relate to Lita Ford. I gave guitar lessons in 1987 to Jennifer Batten. She had 2 guitar lessons with me. I was working in my band was playing gigs in D.C., and I was working at this music store giving guitar lessons during the day. The owner got busted for cocaine trafficking, though, so the place got closed down. I never had any of that, by the way, but this chick comes in, man, and her hair is just like blue and yellow, and it's like, and she's got this beat up guitar case, and she pulls out this Strat that looked like it'd been burned and incinerated, and it had a Floyd Rose on it. She's like, look, I need to learn how to play like Eddie Van Halen. And I was like, okay, well, you know, she just wanted to know to do that tapping. But Jennifer Batten, and I think 1991, 92, she auditioned for and got the gig with Michael Jackson. So I gave guitar lessons. She got 2 from me. God bless her, man. She subscribed to me on here. I wonder if she's going to pop in and say hi. I doubt it. I don't know. I've always just been on the outside of the making it, you know. It's just like over here, and I was here, and this went that way, and I went this way. I mean, you cannot spend your life saying, I wish I'd done this, I wish I'd done that. Yeah, he couldn't afford to buy a big muff distortion pedal. He used a Variac on his Marshall head, and he had actually bought his first Marshall head was had the plug on it was from the UK, so he couldn't plug it into the wall. So he had to buy an attachment and shit, but he used a Variac for the voltage. So at a very low volume, he could get that really crunchy, toasty distortion. That really warm, not the shrill, no. That's not what Eddie had. Eddie had that, but also it was his hands. It was in his hands. You listen to Tony Iommi. You listen to Joe Satriani, you listen to Steve Vai, you listen to Frank Zappa even playing guitar, and you can tell, I mean, if you're learned about guitar players, you listen to Ulrich Roth, you listen to Michael Schenker, you can tell it's that person because of the flavor in their playing, and they're speaking through it. They're like, this is my voice. So that's the whole thing about finding your own voice. Yes, I was at that at the Smithsonian. I was there. There's a video on my channel where I meet him. I gave him the coin. I interview people too. There was a girl. It was her birthday, man. She had women and children first, and she wanted Eddie to sign it, and I'm sure he did. Yeah, that Smithsonian thing. And how he explains how he came up with the hammering thing is it just moves the nut up each fret. That's how he explained it. But the real years ago, I read an interview that he was on the toilet and he had that thought in his mind while he was taking a crap. Yeah, look on my channel. There's I don't know, it's like 3 minutes long where I interview like people in line that are waiting there to meet Eddie. You know, and I stand in line and I meet him. And well, what's not in the video, because I was filming with a GoPro and the guy didn't know how to film, but I put the coin in Edward's hand and I said, "You're not just the reason I started playing, you are the reason I kept playing. You inspired me to never quit." And he said, "I can't take this from you." I said, "Yes, you must take this from me, and you will. Thank you for playing music for us." And he you know, we had a bro hug, man. I met him in 1988 outside the RFK. Wait, no, 1995 in Orlando on the Balance Tour. I was in the parking lot getting drunk, and Sammy Hagar, Alex Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen, and Michael Anthony came up from the ramp and hung out for about 20 minutes with us. I met Eddie then, and I was backstage at the Diver Down. A friend of my mother's tuned the piano in the Coliseum, or at the they did the pianos for the Capitol Center, where the show was, and I was in the back, and I had a Walkman, one of those little things, and a guy comes up to me, gives me a Diver Down tape. He says, "Free." I said, "Oh." And right behind him was Eddie Van Halen. Shook his hand, and I said, I don't remember what I said. Eddie was wearing a white and red striped shirt, like the stripes going like this. He was wearing those shorts that come down just over the knees, and those weird socks, and those Nike shoes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yep, there's another one, Prince. Yeah, he knew that what happened with 2001 was not what it appeared to be. There's a guy named Dick Gregory who he ran for president in the 70s. He was a black activist, and he was also a stand-up comedian. But he was friends with Richard Pryor and all these people. He used to come to. I was part of a group in D.C. where we were investigating some incident, the incident in 2001 that happened in New York and a few other places. And he came to a couple of our meetings, and we exchanged phone numbers, Dick Gregory. And Dick Gregory fully believed that Prince was eliminated. You cross that line, man. I don't know. Anyway, there's a fine line. So I'm going to take care of some business here, get my stuff together. Sammy Hagar had Yep, Dick Gregory. All right, Sassy, thanks for coming in. Thanks for handling the troll tard. Um, I'm going to be playing guitar later today, hopefully. I know, not hopefully, but I have to. I'm off today. I'm off today and tomorrow. And, boy, my hands hurt from doing the fucking dishes, dude. It's like, look at this fucking hand. Look at this fucking, it's just... Alright, be blessed in all things. May the good news be yours, and do not eat anything bigger than your head. Gotcha, show me. Alright, you be good now.